Hi everybody, welcome to my hillside urban garden. Today I'm going to show you what to do with some of your excess lemons. If you're like me, this time of year, it's March, and I've got all these beautiful lemons, even though I've given bags of them away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make two different things from one lemon. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to see what kind of lemons we want to pick, because the two things that we're going to make is limoncello and going to make some lemonade. So what we're going to be looking for today are lemons that have a really good skin. See this one, how it's bright and smooth, that doesn't have any of those imperfections on it. Those are the kind of lemons that we are going to be picking today. And you want them to be kind of tough, a little bit hard to squeeze, because that means it's got a good skin. Where you see this one right next to it, you can even see how this one has started to change color and get older. It's got some blemishes on it here. That's not one we're going to pick for the limoncello and the lemonade today. So you're going to be looking for the skins, because we need that for the limoncello. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to pick out probably 10 to 15 lemons and go back into the kitchen, and I'll show you how to make the limoncello and how to store the lemonade for the summer. So stay tuned. Hi everybody, so we're back into the kitchen now to make our limoncello and our lemonade. So these are the things that we're going to need to do this today. So I've picked my lemons, and I've picked the ones that have the good skin, right? Because to make the limoncello, I'm going to need some good skin. So I picked 15 lemons. As you know, when you're growing your fruit from home, not all the fruit is the same size. So you can pick 10, 15, however you think is enough. Or you can juice a whole bunch of them. You can do 20, 30 at a time. It's up to you. But today we're going to make a limoncello, and we're going to freeze some lemon juice for this summer to make lemonade. So let's get started. So I got my 15 lemons here, and what I've done is I brought them into the house and I've rinsed them. Rinsed them and dried them off with a paper towel, because here on the hillside we get a lot of wind, which means we get a lot of dust. So the lemons were dusty. So I cleaned them all off and dried them, and you can see how nice and shiny that they are. So these are some very good lemons. And we're also going to need a lemon peeler. We're going to need a lemon zester. And these are things of your choice, whatever works best for you. And I'm going to need a nice sharp knife to cut the lemons in half, and something to catch the lemon juice in. And this is going to be the jar we're going to use to kind of ferment the limoncello. And a couple of ice trays. Now the ice trays, they're more and more difficult to find, but of course online you have a much wider choice, or pick them up at a yard sale or something. I've often seen them there. But this is how we're going to freeze the lemon juice. And for the limoncello, I prefer to use the Everclear grain alcohol. It's got a very high proof on it, and it has no flavor. But you can use vodka. If you got vodka at home, you can use a plain vodka, or you can use a flavored one if you want to do vanilla or lemon or citrus or something. It's to your taste, whatever you want to use. So I have the Everclear grain alcohol. So the first thing that we're going to do is that I need to take the skin off the lemons, because I'm going to use this old ball jar. And this is about, to the top is about almost 4 pints, I think. So it's pretty much a half a gallon to the top. But we're not going to fill it to the top, because we're going to need room to shake it afterwards. We're going to put the skins in here and the alcohol, and we're going to shake it up. So what I'm going to do now is that I've got the lemons. The first thing we're going to do is peel, and then we're going to juice. So I'm just going to peel. Now when you're peeling the lemons, you see how I'm doing it here? Try not to get very much of the white on here, because the lemon outside yellow skin is where all the flavor is, and that's what we want to put into the jar. So I'm just going to go slowly here, and yes, this does take time. You can watch television, listen to some of your favorite music, listen to a podcast or something like that. It's kind of busy work. It takes time. You do kind of have to pay attention, because you're working with some sharp elements here. So I'm going to go through here, and on every single lemon, I'm going to take all of the skin off, and then we're going to put it into the jar. So let's do one more, and I'll put the lemon aside here. We'll go to the next one. And I just start at the top here of the lemon, and I just work my way down slowly to the bottom. one pass should do it. Just some here at a time. Everyone has different methods. You might want to go around a circle if you want, around this way, kind of like you do an apple sometimes. That's your choice. And again, oops, we're trying not to get very much of the yellow, just this outer skin of the lemon. So let's go here. We got a little bit more on this one, a couple more. And I'm just putting the bowl here to catch it, right? It's going to do double duty though, because it's going to juice it too. So again, we've got the peels here. Look, not very much, if any, of the white pith on the back, but we have that beautiful, oh my goodness, it smells so good. You can do a lot of stuff with this. If you want, you can even the skin of the lemon, you can actually zest it and stuff and freeze that as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to fill up the jar here. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to drop the camera because I got a lot more lemons to peel. I'm going to come back once I got them all done. So we'll see you in a minute. All right, I got all of the lemons all peeled. I got all the beautiful skin off, and I timed it. It took me 9 minutes to get 15 lemons peeled. So that's not too long. Again, you can listen to your podcast or music, whatever you want. Like I said, it's busy work. So, and also you'll see some of them I left a little bit of skin on here because as I'm going through it, if I see it has a blemish, I will go around that. So keep peeling the lemon, but leave the part that you think is, you know, it doesn't look too good because you don't want to get any bacteria or anything. You know, the alcohol will probably kill it anyway. But I just try to get just the best parts of the lemon. So I've got all 15 of my lemons here and they're all peeled. So I got the last of the peels going in. And you see here that I filled up my jar. Well, it's probably about halfway. And all I'm going to put in here are the skins. That's it. And then I got my Everclear, and I'm going to put this whole jar in here. So I'm just going to, all you do is pour it in. And you can use any container that you have. If you have, but the container should have a sealed lid on it because what we're going to be doing is shaking this periodically. And you can let it set from anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months. It really depends on you. So I'm getting all this in here, and that's what I want to see. I want to see that all the skins are down there and all covered by the alcohol. So I've got the lid here. If you are going to use a canning jar, put a new lid on, okay? Just because it's going to seal better, and that when you shake it, you know you're not going to have any leaks. So I'm going to put it on. It's going to be a solid lid. And what you're going to do is shake it. Just shake, 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 shake. There we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in a dark place. For me, I put it like in my pantry, but I've also put it like in a hall closet that you don't open very much. Or you could, if you have a basement would be a nice place where it's cool and it's dark most of the time, just because it seems like they do a lot better with not having access to the sun. And I like the clear jar as well because you can see, try to shake it a minimum of once a week. If you can do it every few days, even better. But the idea is that the friction and the soaking of the skins will help the color. I can even see now that it's not completely clear now, even shaken that few times, that some of the color of the lemon has already started to be rendered from the alcohol. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put this in here for anywhere from 3 weeks to 3 months. I'll probably do maybe 2 months. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Sharpie. I'm going to put today's date on here. Best thing to do because, I'm sorry, I just can't remember. I can remember about when I did it, but by putting the date on here, then you know exactly how long it's been doing it. And I am going to finish this video today, but what I'll do is that when this is actually finished, I'll go ahead and make a short video and I will amend this video and put the link in the comments, because in order to finish it, what you're going to do is you're going to make a simple syrup, which is half sugar, half water. Put it on the stove to make sure that everything, all the sugar has melted and it's a clear liquid, and then you're going to let it cool. Once it's cold, you're going to put that amount in here. How much? I'd say half of the liquid, half of the sugar, and you taste it. And then here's where the fun part comes. It's kind of do it to your taste, right? So sometimes you have to taste a little bit of it here and there, and oh boy, after a while, I don't think you can taste much more. Yeah, take it from experience here. So if you feel that you don't want it as strong, put more sugar in there. If you want it to be strong, I would do the half and half. So, but I'll do a little short video and we'll put it on the end in a couple of months. So this, a cool dark place, shake it every few days, at least once a week if you can, and you're just gonna shake it. That's why you want the good lid on it. So this is all done, ready to go. So let's get started on the lemon for the lemonade. So typically when you're going to juice a lemon, you want to leave the skin on. It just leaves a tougher place to hold and easier to zest. Sorry, that's the juice. So this is my preferred juicer. It goes very quick, it gets right into the lemon, a couple twists, and I got all the juice out. So you can, I didn't roll these ahead of time, but you can roll them now if you want. Or you can just cut them, which is what I do. They smell good. And we've got some lemon seasoning. See, I hold it and just turn. So what I'm going to do here is that what you can do, you can put a strainer over here if you want, you know, to strain it to keep up all the seeds and stuff out of it. But instead of doing that, because to me it kind of gets in the way, I just juice everything and then I'll strain it at the end. So let's do a couple more. So you can see, using this one here, the hand one, all I gotta do is just hold my hand in one place. I have nothing sharp around me. So I'm just gonna turn it, and then I turn the lemon, and we'll turn again, and then we'll turn again, and that's it. Usually 3 turns and I've got half a lemon done. So let's do another one. Okay, again, you wanna hold it, you wanna press it in, turn, press it in, turn, press it in, turn. Now if you prefer also, because this is acid, you know, coming at pretty much a lot of acidity coming out of these lemons, which is the reason why I also put down this cutting board on my butcher block table, because the acid will, you know, get into the wood and kind of leave it a little bit discolored. So what you can do is you can wear gloves. If you're sensitive to that, hey, just use, you know, a pair of plastic gloves, and it'll keep your hands and your fingernails and stuff protected. So you might have to get your manicure and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and I'm going to juice the rest of these lemons, and we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I finished juicing all the lemons. So this is 15 lemons here, and I timed it, and it took me about 12-13 minutes to do that. Because you know, when you start zesting a lemon, it starts squirting out actually, so I had to start slow down a little bit. But I'm curious to know is how much juice came out of my 15 lemons. So I got a measuring cup out here to see. So I'll measure. This is a 4 cup. Let's see, that is 3.5 cups. So that made 3.5 cups of lemon juice. That's not bad. That'll make a lot of lemonade for the season. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to strain the lemon juice. So I've got my little strainer here, and I'm going to put it back in here, and I'm just going to pour it in here. And what this does is going to catch the pith. It's going to catch all the seeds. If you like all that in there, you don't have to do this step. I do like to do this because when I'm putting it in the lemonade, we have a little granddaughter, and I don't want her swallowing any seeds. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and strain this. So I'll just use the edge of my knife here. Just get it going down. And this little step here will take, well, maybe about a minute or so or do. But by moving it around, it opens up the strainer to be able to let some more of the juice out. Now, I'm curious what's going to be left here. Does anybody have any suggestions? What do you guys normally do with that? Leave it down in the comments. I don't know if you put it in your compost or if you can use it, grind it up and use it in baking or something. I would love to know. That way we can use 100% of the lemon. So that is pretty good. You can sit that. You can sit here and drain a little bit more if you want. Go have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. But I think we're done with that. Put that over here to the side. So what we have now is just a pure lemon juice. Look at that. Beautiful. Ah, it smells amazing. So what we're going to do now is we have our ice cube trays. What I'm going to do here, we'll put those on here, move things around a bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to pour the juice in. So make sure when you have it in a container, make sure it has a lip on that you can pour liquids easily. Trust me, it just makes this step just go so much easier. I fill them almost to the top. Try to make them, all about the same. That needs a little bit more. That looks pretty good. So there's one. There's a second one. So this juice that we're going to freeze here, we're going to go ahead and put it in my freezer. And it gets completely hard. So I don't know, a whole day would be fine, but I'm probably guessing a couple days I'll go see if it's ready to go. Now I got just a tiny bit left here, and since I don't like wasting, I'm just going to fill this one here just a little bit higher, and some of the little cubes there. And I think we can fill up a little bit more over here. There we go. So 3½ cups. Did a very good job of filling 2 complete ice trays. So what we're going to do with this, I'm going to put it in the freezer. Leave it in the freezer at least a couple of days so it gets completely hard. Then I'm going to turn it. We'll get the ice cubes out, and then I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to mark this Ziploc bag pure lemon cubes. Then when summer comes around and we want to make lemonade, all we have to do is slice up a lemon, put it in there, and put some of these ice cubes in there with some water and sugar if you want. And we've got some fresh lemonade from the garden. Because sometimes in the summertime, I really don't have very many lemons because it's always earlier in the year that the lemons become very ripe and the skins are really good and they're a little bit fresher. Later on in the season and summer and stuff like that, lemons are getting a little bit more of a bolder flavor. I did do a video on when is a lemon ripe, so I'll also try to put that link in the comments as well. Because lemons are ripe depending on how you like your lemon. Do you like it light-skinned or maybe more deeper yellow color, depending on the flavor that you want. So that's our video for today. Thanks for watching. We've got our limoncello that has the grain alcohol or vodka, whatever you've got. You want to make sure that the lemon skins are completely covered. You want to put it in a dark spot for a minimum of 3 weeks, up to 3 months. Make sure you put the date on top. Then you're going to juice the rest of the lemons and put them in some ice cube trays. Again, you can buy them online or maybe estate sales or garage sales, things like that. And I'm going to freeze them. Once they're completely frozen, I'll take them out of the trays, put them in a Ziploc bag, put them back in the freezer, all ready for summer, not only for lemonade, but hey, maybe some adult beverages as well. So everybody, thank you so much for watching this video today. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. And subscribe if you'd like, and we'll see you in the next video. But remember, when you're working in the garden, always be safe. Always wear your hat and your sunscreen. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye.